dignitaries. I've seen the honorable ministers here, honorable members of parliament, and all the dignitaries. Thank you very much for honoring and believing in Richer Hand Africa as I do. Thank you very much, and thanks for always inviting me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Guys, I know you're eating, but join me appreciate Charles. Honorable Minister, the members of parliament that are here with us, the special dignitaries, to why I wanted Charles to say something is because Charles has watched Richer Hand grow from step one. And also why he has said that he believes and trusts the vision of Richer Hand. He has also been a parent that has walked that journey. And Charles's journey with Richer Hand has had 3 of his children that have gone through the PEA Educators Academy and also turned out to be something bigger. So parents like Charles that not only believe in us in the work profession, but also believe in the vision. And also they push their children to be part of that vision. And also Richer Hand as well is proud that the likes of Jonathan and others have turned out who they are. And thank you so much, Charles, for believing in us, you and your wife, and to all the parents that are here with us. Today is a very special day because it's been the first time that we have had the alumni that have joined us, and also today we have launched our alumni group that is going to push different things. And Honorable Naku was asking whether we're having gents. Boys, please, you stand up, Namwe. The boys this side, stand up. Yeah. Honorable, these are change makers that are at the forefront in fighting for the women and girls in this country. Ladies, let's clap for the gents who are here. And every time that we go to any school, for example, addressing on menstrual health, we have gents that are at the forefront in addressing some of those issues. And also me as a leader, 98% of our programs are lifting girl child, and also are keeping girls in school, and also are lifting that girl child in our different communities. So we are into a partnership, both the men and the boys. And so as you're fighting for us, the workers and the employers and the employees, know that also men are at the forefront of that agenda. We have come at the close of this very special day. I want to begin by saying thank you. I would love to say thank you to Honorable Minister Fiona Nyamtoro. Guys, Tebumala, make my thank you as much strong as possible. Because people like Honorable Minister, by believing in our vision, it is where we are today. She has walked this journey with us since she was at campus, as we also walked that journey with her in her political leadership. Through her being part of the guild presidency at campus, through the National Youth Council, and also her being an example and a champion of youth leadership into our government. And also many of the people that are following the footsteps is because of her strength, her resilience, her advocacy to make sure that youth leadership is at the forefront. We thank you so much for being here with us, for believing in us, and also for walking this journey with us. I'd love as well to thank the National Youth Council, led by Mr. Daniel Ongom. The National Youth Council has walked this journey with Richer Hand from inception, because our work has also been backed up by your office. And for us, it's our commitment to continue working with the National Youth Council. Because the National Youth Council, we have seen it birth leaders that we're having today, leaders that where all these young people benefit from, and also platforms where we are able to exercise our voices to be heard in different spaces. I'd love as well to thank the Uganda Parliamentary Forum. Thank you so much for your partnership, but also to bring leadership from the Parliament closer to us. Honorable Minister and the different leaders who are here, as the organizations, and I believe also our board chair will mention this, we face a lot of challenges because we are facing a lot of people kind of how can I say? Miscount what? Okay. As from Rampara, our English is a bit of a struggle. So, what? Conceptualized, right? Yes, NGOs are misconceptualized because of the issues we've kind of put at the forefront. But also looking at the journey of Richer Hand, being an indigenous organization, and how far we have moved for the last 17 years. This is what we are able to create. Over 20,000 people have been trained through our PEA Educators Academy. And I might also request from the alumni group, how many of you are owning businesses? Please stand up. If you know you own a business, you own an organization, you're running your own stuff, please stand up. Please stand up, be proud. This is amazing. Now, this group here, 15 years ago, 17 years ago, I used to stand up because I was starting up Richer Hand. And today you're standing up because you started up something that is going to change in different ways. We have businessmen, business ladies, we have film directors, we have musicians, we have talented people. Now, if you know you have a talent, you can sit. If you know you have a talent and you're a musician and Richer Hand has given you that platform, please stand up. Musicians, actors, actresses, name it. Even if you did an appearance by working in a movie, just stand up. Because that's the beginning. I know some people here, you're in Chadala when you become me. Sabotage everywhere. Now, to our leaders, Honorable Naku, representing employees. These are employees and employers. Talent has begun from Richer Hand for the last 17 years. And at least Honorable Fiona can testify to that. The likes of Fig Maker, they are once like Calvin. Where's Calvin? The more talented guy. Yeah, where? Where's Amanda? Amanda, wave. Let the Honorable Minister see you. Where's Chantal? Mickey, the dancing photographer. I think Mickey, the dancing photographer. Come. Yeah, very talented guys. But when Richer Hand started, Chikonyogo here. When Richer Hand started 17 years ago, our driver was talent. And that driver, that's the time we had the likes of Just Steady, the likes of Ray Signature, Alan Tonics, so many other people that have come. Our ambassadors like Eddie Kenzo, our ambassadors like who? Yeah? Waiki Bender, who are even still with us up to now. But through that role of modelship, it has created these guys by being associated to them. And in the next 5 years, next 10 years, these are going to be the stars that this country is going to have. So that's one of the things that Richer Hand has done. Mickey, you can take your seat. Thank you so much. So Richer Hand has breeded talent. And that's the power, the energy, the DNA that our board chair was talking about. And also we are happy to say, our dear parents, that Richer Hand is no longer looking elsewhere. It looks at its own. We empower our own, we incubate our own, we lift our own. All the young people that have stood up, running their own businesses, their own initiatives, we are able to support them. Our staff members, from the board to up to the last person, up to tight security. We have a strong partnership with tight security because Aliba and the family are part of Richer Hand. But most of the people that are now even here, have been our peer educators in West Nile, in Western region, and also they are working with us. It goes out also beyond into our management, our workforce, that everyone that is working with Richer Hand has been part of the Peer Educators Academy. But we have gone ahead to have partnerships. Next Media, for example, it now employs over 32 young people that have gone through our Peer Educators Academy. Myself, as being a talented TV presenter for the last how many years, even up to now, I'm still a TV practitioner. Started at NBS as Youth Voice. But also we understand that was the platform where also we all began. But Next Media alone has employed over 30 young people that are now even currently working with Next Media. The different organizations that are same in the same field with us have employed most of our peer educators. So if you know that you're working with any organization and you're with us, stand up. Afya na Haki, Sehad, where you stand, you see now the other Superfly. You get it? All these are guys that are working with our different partners. And we also thank our partners that have opened up doors to take us up and also be able to give us that opportunity. To our graduates today, congratulations. Let's clap for the graduates today. You are leaving this academy with knowledge, skills, and experience. But most importantly, you are leaving with a responsibility. A responsibility to empower your communities where young people need you. You're living with the responsibility to be compassionate, to be courageous enough, and speak out. I might say that the recent LC1 elections, as Richer Hand, we are so proud that at least we have about 4 peer educator alumni. Please, let's clap for that. In Kasesa, we have one who just won. In Karamoja, we have another who just won. In, where's Genius? Genius stood and lost. But next time, they told Genius, you leave this seat for a papa that is there, maybe until next time. But that was a good start. But for us, at Richer Hand, what we teach and educate is grassroots leadership. So grassroots leadership that is rooted from down to top. And also, we are not going to be surprised when Genius becomes the next MP of his constituency in the next 10 years. So that is super amazing. So that voice, we need it. At Richer Hand Africa, we have always believed that young people are not beneficiaries of development. They are drivers of it. And also they believe that what they give birth for, it also remains at their hearts, and also in everything we do. We are happy to say that everyone in this room, everyone in this space, everyone that is part of Richer Hand Africa is part of our programming, is part of our design, is part of our implementation, and is part of that voice that is supporting different leaders in their different capacities to run their work and also be able to create a proper environment where we can all flourish. Today, as we continue our journey as Richer Hand Africa, our vision has grown beyond Uganda. And this vision, it is because of you. The biggest donors and investors at Richer Hand Africa, it is all of us that are in this place. Because all of us have created to that vision. And all of us have created, benefited, but also created support to the vision that we are having today. So we are building a continental movement of young leaders who are transforming their communities, influencing policy, and proving that Africa's greatest resource is not beneath our soil. It is our young people. Early this week, we are going to be having a conference or a convener known as Billy Now Now, a movement that we have been spearheading. And we're happy to say Over 70 young people are coming from across Africa. And for us, that's the journey. And that's the journey. When we speak about Richer Hand Africa, we move that journey. When we spoke about Richer Hand Uganda, we have moved that journey for the last 17 years. Now, the next 10 years, the next 30 years, the next 100 years, we are looking at that young person in Africa. We are looking at that young person that is beyond the borders and beyond the boundaries that have been created. But we are looking at that one voice that is going to develop their communities in different ways. To our alumni, thank you for continuing to carry this mission. Thank you for being great ambassadors. You are the greatest ambassadors we have. You're the greatest donors that we have. You should really clap for yourselves. Honorable Minister, when Trump affected us, I know you're even one of the people that were worried about us as Richer Hand Uganda. But your worry was felt. But the foundation we stood at and what we still stand on as Richer Hand Uganda is because we have the biggest donors in the world. And the biggest donors that we have are the hearts of these young people. It is you guys that have invested in us. It's you guys that have believed in us. So for us, we know that in every time that it shakes, COVID came, it shook us. USAID has come, and whatever is happening in the world, it has shook us. The sovereignty bill made people known to sleep. But for us, we were awake because our sovereign are these young people that we serve. These are the investors that we have that believe in our vision, and they're the biggest donors that we have. So to the alumni, thank you so much for supporting Richer Hand Uganda. To our partners, members of parliament, and everyone working to advance the youth empowerment program in this country, thank you for believing in us, and thank you so much for believing in youth leadership. The work we do cannot succeed without partnerships. When institutions trust young people, invest in them, and create spaces for them to lead, the entire community benefits. And we have seen communities benefit. As Richer Hand Uganda, Richer Hand Africa, we have gone ahead to establish community health centers in this country. One is in Imbara, another one is in Kasese. We have gone ahead to even establish skilling centers where we are skilling young people into digital literacy, skilling young people into filmmaking, one in Imbara, and also we are happy to say we are establishing the first ever film village in Rampala district. So yeah, we should clap for that. So our chairman, Mr. Daniel Ngom, I invite you to our small village in Katereza, and you look at the first ever film village in East Africa. We are happy to say that even we got an opportunity of people coming from UK and Netherlands and Hollywood who are going to first shoot a movie on Ebola, and it's going to be shot in Uganda. So that's the kind of advantage that we have. And also we are happy to say that Richer Hand has contributed greatly to the creative economy. A creative economy through uplifting the film industry and also creating a platform for all the filmmakers in this country, but also through innovations like the Icon Awards initiative that as well has skilled young people through the fellowship programs that we run. And also happy to say that out of our fellowship program, we have trained over 50 young people. But out of the 50 young people we have trained, we have been able to produce over 80 movies in a space of 3 years. And I'm even happy to say that this year we premiered a movie called Mama Wange, directed by the young people here. Issa, you can stand up. Where's Doreen? Is she around? And all the peer educators that worked on Mama Wange, stand up. Sauti, all of you guys, stand up if you know that you worked on Mama Wange. Now, that movie alone, done by these young people, the first time doing that movie, it has competed in the Uganda Film Festival, and it has got 10 nominations. 10 nominations. So that is something that we really celebrate, done by these young people. So come on the 28th of August, Mama Wange is going to be scooping awards, competing with the seasoned filmmakers, but also the story quality, the platforms we have created. We're really proud of you guys. Thank you so much. So we call upon, of course, the government to continue supporting us and also to see us as contributors, see us as enablers, because what we are doing, we are here to support and enable government programs in different ways. Our call to you all today is very simple. Continue investing in youth leadership. Continue investing in youth-led solutions. Let's continue opening doors for young people to participate meaningfully in decisions that affect their lives. Let's continue believing in them. And also, let's continue believing that education is power, so that our young women and girls can continue thriving and also lead us in different ways. To our graduates, I want to leave you with the final thoughts. Do not let today be the highlight of your journey. Let it be the beginning of even a greater journey ahead of you. The certificates you have received today are not the end point, because at one point I received those certificates, but those certificates helped me to get the first job. Those certificates helped me to open different doors, and those certificates took me in different spaces, and those certificates, it's why we are here today. So I know the power in that certificate. Keep learning, keep serving, keep leading, keep asking the difficult questions, and also keep creating those solutions. And wherever you go, remember that you carry with you the values of a PEA Educators Academy, of Richer Hand, and also being responsible to inspire others. To the leaders that are here today, thank you so much for believing in us. Because we believe that you being here, sparing your time to be here with us, you're creating an opportunity for these young people. Congratulations once again to all our graduates, our alumni, and also thankful to the parents that are here with us. We also have a senior parent, my sister Fauzia Nachuonek. Please stand up for recognition. Honorable Minister, Fauzia was one of also the first PEA educators like you of Richer Hand Uganda. And now her daughter Chantal, who's here with us, she's now the lead of our Gen Z department. So that's how amazing it is. You know, when I sometimes work with my daughters in some of these activities, I'm also remembering myself when I escort my mother when she was doing her workshops. At the age of 6, I was a PEA educator. At the age of 9, I was practicing as a PEA educator. By 12 years, I was a PEA educator in my school. And also my OB over there, Emmanuel. We're reminding ourselves that Queen of Peace. That's why Richer Hand started. Just here. Because of the work that we used to do. So that is something that I want to encourage all of you, that the journey started a long time ago for you guys, and this is just a motivator that is pushing you. May your travel be safe. May you continue leading boldly. May you continue building this partnership together to further the vision of Richer Hand Africa. I would love to, before I end, I have a special, I've been honored, but I'd love to invite a few people over to be here with me on the stage, as would love to honor someone that has been part of us, part of our dream, and also someone who has really supported the youth works in this country and led by example. I'd love to invite Mr. Charles Drachebo, Charles Owekmeno to join us on the stage. The top leadership of Richer Hand Uganda to join us, Benson and Daffin to represent. I'd love to invite a few partners of us, Sylvester, Mr. Sylvester to join. Honorable Naku to join as well, and Mr. Daniel Ongom. Because this is very heavy for me to say alone, and also to hand over. Yeah. Chantal as well, you can join to represent all the PEA educators. First leave the food, it's okay, they'll keep it for you. I didn't write a citation, but Mr. Ngom will also support on the citation. Mr. Charles Owekmeno will do also justice to this citation. And Chantal, you will be the last to do. but also Honorable Naku will help us in this citation. Would love to honor, for us, while we are honoring this person, she believed in this journey from the word go. And she walked with us, and every step that she made in life was a benefit of Richer Hand. When she became a leader, we benefited as Richer Hand Uganda. When she went into parliament, we greatly benefited. And also our partnership with the parliament even became much stronger. When she became a minister, it was a justification to where we are right now. So the space you see us here, it is because of that contribution as well. But also she has justified why also Richer Hand uses creative in terms of changing the lives of young people, because she has stood with them, and also she has honored them and also fought for them in different spaces. So for us, this honor is not, it doesn't just come lightly. It comes with a lot of heavy thoughts, with a lot of humility around it, a lot of love around it. We are so proud to be associated with the Honorable Minister Fiona Nyamutoro. And we are awarding her as a Star Wall of Fame because of the contribution she has made to all the young people in this country. She has walked with us this journey from to Nebi, to West Nile, to Western Uganda, to Kampala, to everywhere. And also she has justified why even we're having certain partnerships, because her name and association to us has made Richer Hand the greatest organization and the leading organization in Africa, in East Africa, and in Uganda. So our expansion is also contributed by that. I'll invite Charles to add on those words. We have the chairperson add on that. We shall have Honorable to add on that. Mr. Dwachebo to add on that. Chantal will conclude, and then we hand over to the Honorable Minister. So this love is for you because we love you so much. Charles.
Now, in Nebi, Greater Nebi, they call Honorable Nyamutoro Lero Panebi. Lero Panebi means that she's the light of Nebi. But tonight, I want to tell you that she's the light of young people in Uganda. I even want to tell you more that she's not just the light for young people in Uganda. She's the light for young people in Africa. And for this evening, as we are honoring her, I want to conclude by saying, Honorable Nyamutoro, you're also the light, the Leropa, Richer Hand Africa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Ongom, and I am the chairperson of the National Youth Council. I want to add my voice to thanking the Honorable Nyamutoro, who the young people refer to as Zimzim. Zimzim Oye. She's been a light, as has been said, but also a mentor and a person that young leaders look up to. Myself as a youth leader and so many other young people look up to her. She has set a good standard. That's why the president chose her as a youth leader to become a minister. So we should always look up to her. You never know, one day you could be a minister just like her. Thank you very much, Honorable.
Honorable Minister Fiona Nyamutoro, we are very much honored to be here ushering you in onto the stage to say wonderful and very encouraging words to the young people graduating out today. I want to add my voice on the very many people that have spoken to welcome you here and know that you inspire us. You're the leader of our generation. We look up to you, and all these young people want to emulate you. So continue being the light that you are. You're the Tiwe of the young people in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What an exciting opportunity, Honorable Minister. When she stepped in at the table, and she was just about to take her seat. She had her name being mentioned, and she said, "How come the speech has turned into my name?" She just whispered, and I told her that in real life, you cannot hide the sun. The sun which is shining here, you cannot hide it. That's what I told her. So whenever there is a sun, you cannot hide it. In a world today where it's very difficult to find people to inspire others, young people look to. Young people would like to say, I want to be like so and so. It's a great pleasure to identify with and to see somebody like Honorable Fiona Nyamutoro, who young people look up to and say, when I grow up, I want to be like you. And may your light continue to shine, and may you continue to inspire other people. May you show different level of leadership and example in a parliament, in your daily work, so that people will say, she is not like the others. And that's the example we like to. So you will take my accolade and you will take the honor from me and from this public. With that, may your light continue to shine. Thank you.
Honorable Nyamutoro, who are we? Out of the 40 million Ugandans, to be the ones to speak to you and to learn from you. Yeah. I think it's one thing to have a minister that is in parliament and another thing to have a minister that's among the people. And we know you're very busy, but as early as we tried sending our invitations, Honorable Nyamutoro, you always come through. You came through for the Brave Girls Festival in Nebi, which meant the world to us, and now you're here at our graduation. Would like to invite you on stage because we have a gift for you, but also because we really want to honor you as our minister and as a person who's definitely the light or the zemzem, the zoom. So everybody, can we give an abako to Honorable Nyamutoro? An abako, 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 till she gets here. Abako, 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 kalabanda, kalabanda.
Yasanga nyera tobako, bakukula bagambo lyeno. Omukwano gwange mutuufu, gulinye bonga kudde mukwafu. We, bita edo mukambwe musuuza, kuba mwenda nteba mapolo. Tewakana nnyo gwe kusaba, wakizimba leetera nnyo essanyu yo mu bisaawe.
Honorable Nyamutoro would like to hand over the Star Hall of Fame 2026 from Reach a Hand Africa.
Nzenesi tenema zamu, dunia tenema zamu, tekozesa bintu bichamu, segu ya mwanadamu, kubaba muli bachamu.
DJ, for further entertainment, you would have to pay. I'm under big talent management, so you'd have to see the manager. Thank you so much. Would I let you sit, please? Yes. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you can stay. Thank you so much, our board chairperson of Reach a Hand Uganda, the National Female Workers MP, the chairperson of the National Youth Council, the chairperson of the West Nile Education Fund, the CEO Reach a Hand Uganda, Humphrey Nabimanya, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, our graduates tonight, good evening. I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Our Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fiona Nyamtoro. Well, I've already been handed an award, lest it wouldn't make any sense to introduce myself, but in case our paths haven't crossed, it's important that I still mention. When I was listening to Humphrey lead the citation and all the others that added on their voices, I was seated there and I was like, hey mama. I'm so humbled by the heartfelt words and the gesture to hand me this award of the Star, is it Star Hall of Fame? Star Hall of Fame. Star Hall of Fame from Richer Hand, Uganda. Like my brother Humphrey rightly stated, I have been part of Richer Hand Uganda. I think the very first cohort of PEA educators. I've walked quite a journey with them, and Richer Hand Uganda has contributed to my life in ways that I cannot just express in words. It has contributed to my leadership, it has contributed to my social life, and it has also contributed to the lens in which I view community development as a person. It's been a great journey, starting this from way back, from advocating for sexual reproductive health and rights, from being misconstrued, for promoting a wrong agenda, for being misunderstood, for thinking that we are spoiling the young people of this generation, to now having a room of young people who are proud to associate and see that this agenda is taken forward for the betterment of productive citizens in the country. It is not work that has come easy. There is a lot of success that has been highlighted this evening, which is evident from the faces that are graduating tonight. And the continuous graduations over the years have only proved that this is working. You know, sometimes as leaders, you come up with policies and agendas that when it comes to implementation, they hit a snag because of one reason or another. But Richer Hand has consistently been progressive in everything that they do. It simply means that they are speaking the right language and they are speaking to the core issues that affect the young people in this country. I once said, Richer Hand does not just end at being the heart of young people, but it has proven as a bedrock of progressive young people that we can point at in public and say this was a product of Richer Hand. Myself, I have been a beneficiary, and it is such an honor to testify before you this evening. It's not every day. I used to wonder whether it's an African mindset that the young are not so appreciated during their youthful times. And this was one of the worries that drove the passion in leadership for me as a young person. But today, to see people actually appreciate young leaders and want to explore more of the potential that they can present is a dream fulfilled for me. I keep telling my friends, like Honorable Naku said, in the youth circles, we have those terms such as generational youth leader. I am one of those young people in the country that God used as a litmus test, as a torchbearer for my generation. And I'm glad that to some extent I can stand proudly before you and say, I think I have tried. Across the country, when I ran a national campaign for National Youth Member of Parliament, it was the best experience that I would never trade anything for in my life, because I got the opportunity to interface with the most brilliant, the most innovative minds that this country has not yet tapped into. And Reach a Hand is helping me bridge that gap by doing the same. One of the greatest fulfillments that I have had during my leadership is to have uncountable numbers of young people. Sometimes they might not understand that I personally get overwhelmed as well by their comments, of many of them saying, if Honorable Nyamtoro can be this, then I can also do. During my leadership, if it is something that I would want anybody to borrow a leaf from, is the fact that we can stand and show the young generation that everything is possible. You are not too young to lead, and yes, you can inspire. One of the greatest challenges I have had is to try and fulfill the expectations that young people see and admire from a distance. In the journey of creating inspiration, many of you ask me questions when we interface, and people want straight up answers. Someone wants to walk up to you and say, Nyamtoro, how do you do this? I want to become a leader. How do I go about it? And I want to tell you that I do not have a script of how you can become a good leader. But from my own perspective and from my own journey, perhaps I can say, watch and learn. And that is a notion that Reach a Hand has tried to translate in different spheres of life. Reach a Hand is reaching out to young people with a message that we make sure this message does not just end in the boardrooms. We take it down to the different communities. We try and create dialogue platforms. We even visualize it in the filmmaking and other creative sectors, so that when young people are speaking to factors that actually affect them, they speak from an informed point of view. They speak of youth-tailored solutions that can change tomorrow. They fully understand what they would want in terms of policy change and what they would want when they visualize or envision a better Uganda tomorrow. I hope that each of you that has had this opportunity does not just take it as a socializing group that you passed through. I hope that this opportunity births many more greater leaders, greater than Fiona Nyamtoro, greater than Naku Fiona, greater than Ongom Dennis, greater than Humphrey Nabimanya. Leaders that will be able to bring us back here tomorrow and say, these people laid the foundation and now we want to take it on from here by adding on our own bricks. It is not easy to wake up and have consistent celebrations of young people that have been able to streamline their visions. Because one of the greatest challenges we have, my brother Humphrey, you've always known, is that for many young people of our generation, the vision is not clear. They are not so certain about what they want to do, where they want to go. With this era of social media and the internet, you know a little bit about everything, but you actually don't know something to detail. You actually cannot outline what your niche is and say, me, if I'm to speak about sexual reproductive rights and health, I would speak to it and give a thorough explanation that there would be no gaps left. And we keep challenging the young people. Please make sure that you always prepare yourself to be among the best. Make sure that you are that young person. If they are to speak to a certain sector, if I turn around right now and say, now we are talking about the creative sector, who is the best in film? We can mention your name. If we turn to music and say, who is the best in music? We can call you out. If we turn to leadership and say, who is the best on this particular topic, who is most passionate about it. Brand yourself with a niche that can easily identify you among the millions of young people that we have in this country. And with that, you'll be open to boundless opportunities that not even myself know how far you can go. I would really be so delighted tomorrow if I can meet any of you in the corridors. And your introduction is that I was a member of Reach a Hand, this cohort, and I am happy that today I'm here and this is where I want to go. In the event that you need any support from us, your leaders, even when I'm no longer a youth member of parliament, I am still readily available to always offer all the support that I can to the young people. While I was National Youth Member of Parliament, right before my appointment for minister, at that time, our advocacy on sexual reproductive health and rights was particularly on seeing that the different districts in the country pass ordinances that each school has a sexual reproductive health and rights club. And so far, we had documented about 16 schools out of 16 districts, sorry, not schools, 16 districts out of 146 districts across the country. I hope that the Parliamentary Forum on Youth Affairs takes on this advocacy. Honorable Naku, I'll charge you with that assignment to ensure that other districts also follow suit and do the same. We were also pushing for the review of the National Health Policy. And while we were seated there on the table, I was asking our chairperson of board that how far with these reviews. And he told me there is no progress yet. So I would like to charge you, the young people, to become the voices of reviewing these policies. We need a review on the National Health Policy. We need a review on the National Adolescent Policy. We need a review on the National Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights Policy. For me, I think if we are able to achieve this in the next 1 year, we would have strengthened the foundation that we are building on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great honor to receive this Hall of Fame 2025-2026. I'm greatly humbled. I want to say that I think my flowers have been given to me before my time expires on earth. I now have something that will be added onto my autobiography. Thank you so much for celebrating me tonight. Congratulations to our graduates. Thank you for putting in your time, for choosing to be different, for choosing to be productive, for choosing to be part of Reach a Hand Uganda. And now that we have stretched out to Reach a Hand Africa, I'm very certain it's just a matter of time we shall become Reach a Hand International. May the good Lord bless you all. I wish you the very best in all your endeavors. I wish you success. I wish you growth. I wish you all the best that life can offer. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate Honorable. Wow. Big John, you mean? Thank you so much, Honorable. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the kind words. MC, over to you. MC.
Thank you so much, our CEO, Mr. Humphrey Nabimanya. We kindly request you to remain there as the cohort of the graduados want to present something to you. The 2025 class, kindly take the mantle.
I request Benson and Daphne to come and help me receive this. Lynn, Mark, Chantal, come and where? Okay, yeah.
DJ, on behalf of the class of 2025, we looked for something. Can we have some space there? Yeah. We looked for something and we couldn't find the best thing, but we found the gold. We found the journey. We found Reach a Hand at 5, Reach a Hand at 10, and we are going bigger. We found Reach a Hand Africa for Mr. Humphrey Nabimanya. And we are so proud to say that we are the PEA educators of 2025, but not just for Reach a Hand, but Reach a Hand Africa. And we are going bigger. Woo! So thank you so much. This is Reach a Hand Africa, and we are so proud to be part of you. Sean has something to say.
Good evening, everyone. Our special guests, we acknowledge your presence and we thank you for honoring the invitation. My name is Alinda Sean Michael, the first ever Mr. Uganda 2024-2026, a mental health advocate. And I would love to thank Mr. Humphrey on behalf of the boy child for, yes, there's a Mr. Uganda platform, but we can't push our advocacies or our causes, for example, mental health awareness alone. So the platform you gave us as peer educators has helped us use our voices, amplify them, and create a more positive impact. It's so sad that we are receiving many cases of suicide among the youth due to depression and anxiety and other causes. A few days ago, we lost a sister. She was a TikToker and influencer. She committed suicide. And today I received some news that siblings killed each other. So one stabbed the brother because she was being bullied. When she reached out for help, she wasn't given help. So when she got tired of all that, and the brother was using substances, drugs, so she got overwhelmed and stabbed the brother to death. So as they were rushing the brother to the hospital, they didn't pay attention to the girl that stabbed the brother. So the girl poisoned herself to death. So that's so sad. And the call to action about all this is, let us take care of each other. Let us love each other. Let us help those that seek help. And let us check on each other. Not a question of, are you fine? But let us ask them, are you really fine? And by that, we shall end the stigma surrounding mental health, and we shall have a better community. Once again, thank you so much, Reach a Hand Africa, for giving us a platform. And congratulations to my fellow peer educators. Thank you so much.
Are you ready for this?
Thank you so much, class 2025 January cohort. As we get to the last segment of our program, thank you so much for the team and the people who have stayed around. I'd like to appreciate the whole team of Reach a Hand Africa that has helped in organizing this event. The alumni who is still present, we thank you so much for coming through and being part of this occasion. And lastly, also to the graduados that we have, thank you so much for being around and keeping time and being smart. We really, really, really appreciate that. In case anyone got process certificate and you have process certificate, kindly bring it back to her. I'll just quiz her again. BNN, the Billy Now Youth Summit, will be taking place from the 5th to the 7th of August, where young people across Africa shall be coming together to innovate, collaborate, and network. But above all is for us to be the young people who are creating change, not only in Uganda, but Africa at large. As we are rebanded to Africa, we call upon you all to be part of this. The initial fee for people who are not PE educators is 150,000, but it's 75,000 for PE educators. So if you're a PE educator and you're interested, kindly register. If you don't know how to register,